We all know how Oprah came from a really poor town in Mississippi, or how Elon Musk came all the way from South Africa to Canada and to the US and often had only $2 for food during college. Or even people from the past, like Andrew Carnegie, was born into really poor Irish parents and was able to build a huge empire. And all these stories and more, mostly all of the rag to riches stories, we see a common factor, which is success equals to motivation plus capability. Again, success equals motivation plus capability. However, in today's world, I don't think that is true anymore. That is not true anymore because motivation is being corrupted by technologies and developments in the world, such as social media and the entertainment system and the companies and so on. So this video will be about how do we solve for the in this equation, in this formula, how do we solve for motivation? What it is, how we can take care of it, and how we can get back to this formula. So, like I said, success was equal to motivation and capability. What is motivation? Motivation is the ability to want to do something because you think it's interesting or because you think there is a purpose. And sometimes it's just all about discipline. So like I said, it's the ability to do something. Capability is it's what comes after you put the motivation, and that's when you become, after putting out tons of hours and effort and work, then you become capable, you become skilled, and you're able to do the work. If you have the motivation to become capable, then you will be successful. And of course, that's ignoring a lot of the randomness of life. But in general, that's usually how it works. So how do we solve for motivation? What does that mean? How do we solve that equation? So it all becomes a question of how do we take care of our motivation? How do we listen and take care of our inner ambition? 3 things. Number 1, your phone. You need to have your phone to work for you. Your phone should be working for you, not against you. A couple things. Number 1, have a black background so your phone is boring. Your phone was designed to be like a game, something that you would click and get some dopamine hits in your brain. But you should do the opposite. Have your phone as boring as possible so you're not motivated to even look at it. Number 2, I go a little more extreme. I have a black background and I have my phone in black and white. Even more boring, even less distracting. And the last part I'll say about your phone is delete all your social media from your phone. All of them. There's one exception, right? I only have Snapchat because that's what you use to talk to people. But if you see like you're getting distracted in Snapchat too much, just get rid of it and just text with people. Oh, again, that's not a very comprehensive way to have your phone work for you, but that's a good report. I'll leave a link below and right here so you can see how you can have your phone work for you. I did this thing years ago, and if I ever done anything productive, it's probably because of how my phone actually worked for me. Number 2, deep work. In order to do something that takes a lot of effort and a lot of thinking, a lot of brain power, a lot of mental output, you need to be able to have deep work sessions where you are on the bottom of things, not at the top of things. You're not checking email every time. You're not opening the latest news article. You're not checking the latest tweet or the latest post. Doesn't matter. You're in the bottom of things. You're trying to decide and see how you can discover something or research or learning something. It doesn't matter. Have a deep work. You're doing something that takes a lot of effort and you're not being distracted. You're constantly focused and you have long hours of interrupted work sessions. And again, something that you can do to help you with this is having your phone Not in your pocket, not even where you can see it, but often in a different room, in your backpack. Something I realized is that when you have your phone in a different room, usually it's about 6 feet or 7 feet apart. You're not even thinking about your phone. You're not even thinking about anything. You're thinking about your work. So a way to be able to do deep work is to having your phone away. And number 3, discipline. I know we don't like discipline. I know we have this negative notion towards discipline, but discipline, when you're able to do something by yourself, by your own decision, then you're going to be able to do anything when you're forced to. And discipline, it's something that a lot of us don't have. A lot of us don't like to do it because it sucks and it's hard. I get it. But you need to be able to have the discipline in order to go and learn about a topic deep enough so you learn to like it. I'm not saying you should do something because your parents are telling you to do it or because you think it's cool or whatever, but I see something that is really important is that we think, oh, this is not interesting or this is boring or this takes a lot of work, therefore I don't do it. But I learned a lot of things in a lot of fields and subjects. You need to go deeper enough so you like it. I can guarantee you that if you get deeper into any subject, you will love it and you will like it. Of course, there are exceptions, but that is generally the rule. In conclusion, the next Elon Musk, the next Oprah Winfrey's, and the next Andrew Carnegie's of the world will all have different stories in different industries and different ways of how they contribute to the world. But one thing that will be the same will be the moment when they decided to delete social media from their phone, silence generally all notifications, and have the ability to have the motivation to be disciplined and the willingness to become capable. Thank you so much.